Alright guys, we got a different episode today. This is not farming, this is just adding an edit to a mod. So you can, this is a video of how to add things. Now, this works for 15, 17, and 19. It's all the same setup. So, what we're going to go ahead and do is, now for instance, you should always save a couple extra backups of the tractor you have. Always do, always do. So, the one that I want to modify today is the 4840. We want to put a baler monitor in it. Now I would copy and paste this someplace else, put it in another. I've got an extra folder with mods and stuff, extra drive with just mods and stuff. I could put it back in there, all that stuff, but I usually keep all my mods still in there. So I've got extra backups and extra copies, everything else. Well, what I did is I put it another one. I've got a folder FS17 mods, and that's what I put in there. So it's already in there, and I got backup saved. So copy on those two, and that's it on there. And we're just gonna paste into our desktop. Now, Farming Simulator is a hell of a lot easier to mod than like American Truck Simulator. It's a real pain in the ass. Sometimes I've only tried it a couple times and I haven't been successful, but that's a different story. So luckily, Giant software made it easy to mod things, because I do skins for American Truck Simulator, and that's a pain in the ass in itself. So what we're gonna do now, the folder, this is the laptop that I made into a monitor, and it's already in there. I could just copy and paste this folder into the 4840, which I could do, and I also have it in my FS17 parts as well. So that's another thing too you should do, is always keep a folder with extra parts in it, and then also have a folder for all the mods you work on. That way you keep them all in one nice place and everything else. Now I could copy and paste in here, but that doesn't always work. Same with my exhaust pipe that the stacks I added to these tractors, there's already in there in the folder, so you can copy and paste those right into the tractor. It works that way too. But in case there's not a folder, and hold on a second, you gotta open it up in Giant Editor. Now you can get it from the website, or what you can do is highlight it, right click, go to open file location. You're gonna go to SDK, and you're gonna click on this, right click it, and run. So then it will install that, but we don't need that right now. So that way you don't have to worry about going to the website and all that crap. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up Giant Editor, and you're gonna go ahead and now you can scroll the indoor and outdoor and move it, but you got to put it back where it was to begin with. Okay? So what I do is, like this instance, I go 1, 2, there it is. So you're gonna go and you're gonna find it. You can click on it if you want, or you can find it, whatever, but it's right there. So you're gonna click on that, and then so you're gonna select it, and you're gonna go File, Export Selection with Files. So you're gonna go to Desktop, click on our 4840, and you're gonna do right click, you're gonna go New Folder, and we're gonna call it Monitor. You can call it anything you want, but you can call it Jennifer Lopez's booty for all I care. Doesn't really matter. Or Emma Watson's hoo-ha. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what the hell it is. So but I'm just gonna call it Monitor. don't know if that's spelled right or not. But anyways, so you're going to go in there, and then the ID file name, what it's going to name it. You can name this whatever the hell you want. You can put Taco Bell farts. It doesn't matter. So you're going to put, I'm just going to put monitor in there, and we're going to hit save. And then when it says, do you want to get the parent directory structure, you hit no. Now you can move this back or whatever the hell, but you just exit out of this. Do you want to save it? No, we ain't saving that shit. So you can exit out of that. Now we're just going to go ahead and throw this in the trash can. Yes, my trash can is named Carol Baskin, because it's that bitch Carol Baskin. And if you haven't seen Tiger King, come on, dude, get with the program here. But that's for another day, another episode. So anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up our 4840 now. You can see the folder we just made. It's in there and all that. And you open it up, there's your monitor. And then that's like your textures and stuff. So, don't need to worry about that for right now. We'll get to that in a minute. So, what we're going to do is you're going to open up 4840 now. Close out that crap. So I'm going to create a couple cameras so that way I can see what it is that we're doing. So we're going to move it out of here so I can get it kind of the right place here, kind of what we want. So we're going to create another one so I can get a couple decent angles at it. So, and if you really want to do it easy, you can just go perfect, boom, 90. So we're going to kind of move it here, and to check, we're going to view to our camera. That one needs to get moved down just a little bit. That one's perfect. So we're going to go back out to our outdoor camera. I'm going to select this, and we're going to move it down just a frog here. Perfect. So we're going to go File, Import. Now normally it's going to come up whatever the hell. Now if it just goes to this, whatever, so you find it. So there's our 4840, we go to our monitor, we click on monitor, we hit open. And boom, it's right there. So now we kind of got to move it into our place here where we want it. And that's where some multiple cameras kind of help, because then you can see if it's coming through the wall or something, you know, trying to pop up out, you know, outside the cab and stuff. So you just kind of, and you can move it to the angle you need and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, whatever. So we're going to go to our other one here, and I did move that wrong, didn't I? So, and you just kind of play around with it, and you move it wherever it is that you want. Sometimes it just helps us to kind of move around, get a better angle on things. And honestly, it looks pretty good right there, I think. We're going to go ahead and see our other camera. It's not popping through to the outside or anything stupid like that. So you can even go to indoor camera if you want, but same thing. Make sure you put it back where it was. Now see, it needs to be over this way more, I think. So that way it's kind of there. Now if you want, you can make it bigger, whatever the hell. We want it a little bit bigger here. Okay, so you just increase your numbers here, whatever. You just kind of got to see what it's doing when you move things, so that way if it's the wrong direction or whatever, it's not the way you want it. you can put it back where it was. So I'm just going to kind of check to see. Looks good there. I like where it's sitting. It's a decent size. It's a little bit bigger than what it was in the 4630, but that's cool. I want to see a little bit better. Yeah, it's not popping through anything. I don't see it popping through nothing. Looks good to me. So then what you're going to do, after you got it moved where you want it, resize, whatever, I mean, you can go bigger yet if you want to, it don't matter, but I like it the way I had it, so we're going to go back to, oop, Jesus, 0.9, not 9. So it's where I want it, it's the right size, whatever the heck. Like I said, this was a laptop at one point, so that's why this is so small, so it made it flat. Okay. So then what you're going to do, after you got it moved where you want it, you need to put it in this folder someplace. Okay? So you got to put it in here someplace. It can be here, preferably someplace where it's not going to, you don't want to put it in an attacher joint or anything like that. You really don't want to put it in exhaust particles or none of that stuff. So, you kind of want it in the body, but usually what I do, alright, I'll just go ahead and select tractor. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to hit select this, what you got, what you move, whatever. Once, like I said, once it's all moved and it's ready to go, this is what you want to actually put in there. So after you got moved and everything, you select it, you hit Control X, click on the tractor, hit Control V, boom, it's in there. Now it's in the tractor and all that stuff. So saved in there where it's supposed to be. Now sometimes it doesn't matter, sometimes it does matter. So what I do is I just go ahead and delete the cameras that I made to get the job done. Alright, so then you're going to hit File, Save. And you got to make sure all your cameras are back where they're supposed to be. And if you end up got to move this, say this was like this and you got to move it back, just hit File and Save again. And you're going to come up to this, Open Text i3D in Text Editor, or Open i3D in Text Editor. So you're going to click on that. You just want to make sure, yep, see here it is, showed up. Alright, now just like when the stack I added, there's those lines right there, all that stuff is in there. Like I said, the stack and stuff, if it's already in there and you want to add it to, it's already in a folder and you want to add it to another tractor, just copy and paste the folder. But otherwise, like I said, you just got to select it and export it, and like I said, we already went through that, so everything looks good. I'm going to hit exit out of there. Now I'm going to go in the monitor, and because this is for a Kinze planter and I don't want Kinze planter, so on that, so we're going to open it up, and that's, well, it's an actual PNG, so you can change it in Paint, but what I like to do is I like to use paint.net. It's free and it's a lot better. So I'm going to open it with paint.net. We're going to open that up. We're going to minimize it for a second here, and I don't remember which one of these I wanted to use. I think we're going to go ahead and use I think we're just going to go ahead and use this one. So I hit copy. Always our picture I just saved to my desktop. It's easier than trying to scroll through all my pictures and try to find it right now, especially for the sake of the video. So you're going to do is you're going to go paste. You can do paste in a new layer, whatever, it doesn't really matter, but we're actually just going to go paste. So what we're going to do, now if you hit shift it'll keep it the normal size. So, and of course I want this to be the same size. Man, that is blurry as crap. Let's actually try this one then. Or maybe this one. Then that's gonna have that dude's thumb in there. Well, crapanola. Well, let's try it. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. So I guess it's gonna have to be blurry. Or we can do this one. But I kinda like the one with the root baler in the corner. So, whatever. It'll be blurry, but you get the point. So we'll just go ahead and... Oh shit, what did I just do? I minimized it. Alright. So... try to make this as big as we can. That way, and if you hit shift and then move it, it'll move it evenly, so it won't get all distorted and shit. And this is gonna be blurry as crap, but that's, hey, this is what it is. Now if you don't care, whatever, we'll just move it, we'll fit it in there. So move this out just a little bit. There, it's blurry, it's a little distorted, whatever. It's cool. There. Now we're just going to save it. And if you really want to, you can go ahead, go back into the tractor and see how it looks. If you want to do it that way. See, there it is. Right there. No, we don't want to save that. So and then those I don't need anymore. I'll set those in the trash. Alright, so you're gonna go this, and of course you gotta have WinRAR. If you don't have that, well, you should, because you're already putting mods in. So you're going to right click on it, add archive. Make sure it's rare, whatever. Hit OK. It'll recompress it. And this is something you gotta do. So go ahead and get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. Go here. Extract here. There it is. So we're going to copy and paste this into our mod folder. Delete that one so we don't need it no more. And we're going to hit paste. And we go ahead and go into our game. Open that up. As we wait for it to load. Skip all that crap. Oh, that's a disc I didn't need. just to make sure you can double tap that. And we're going to probably sit here and wait for this to load up for a little bit. Now that works for, it doesn't matter if you're putting that chrome pipe on there, if you're putting like flasher bars or mirrors, whatever the hell you want to put on your tractor, truck, whatever. It all works the same. Now if you're doing something like lights and stuff, then you have to go in the XML file and add things. You know, add a couple lines to actually make the lights work, which is not too difficult. Jeez, I'm slower than the popcorn for it today. Of course I just fired up my computer too, so that doesn't help. I literally fired up the computer and the video is the first thing I'm doing. It seems like I noticed on Farming Simulator it's a little bit slower. It's because I think it's because it's on a desk, but that's just me. So we got that. And we'll find the tractor we just modded up. It's in there. You can see the monitor is in there, and no, it ain't poking up through. Nothing like that, so we're doing good there. And there it is. The baler monitor is there. It's installed. Got the right picture on it and stuff. So yeah, we're good to go there. So simple as that. And for a reason it looks a little bit jacked up from the outside, but whatever. It looks good on the inside where it's supposed to look good, so I'm cool with it. So but anyways, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the video. It's pretty easy, so just a matter of getting it in the tractor and putting the tractor in. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. So now hopefully with this video you can go ahead and add whatever it is that you want to add. You could add this chrome pipe, you can, like I said, same way. That's how I did it with that. And I had to move exhaust particles, but it's pretty simple. I mean, you could add mirrors, you know, on there. You can do whatever the heck you want. Put a CB radio in there for all that matters. Same process. So, till the next video, guys. Take her easy, and hopefully you guys learned something. So.